All right, guys. I don't know if any of you all are in there yet. It doesn't look like there is, which this was an unannounced live stream. I'm just trying to do a refresh. If any of you guys are here, jump in and let me know that you're here. I think that I'm live. Okay, guys. If any of you jump in here, basically what you are seeing is I'm trying to get some of the live stream set up. Bear with me just for a second. And recently, as of just a couple of hours ago, finally got high-speed internet, and that is why I'm here. I'm just trying to test everything out. I see that we have someone that has jumped in here. Hello from Wyoming. Glad you're here. Just bear with me because live streaming is something I've not done a lot of, and I'm just jumping in, trying it out. Finally got the internet out here fast enough to be able to do live streams, and I think that that's what I'm going to try to do a few of here ever so often once I get it all figured out. How is everyone doing? You guys, if you see this, leave me a comment down below. I'm not going to be on here long, guys. I'm literally just trying to get some stuff set up, trying to figure it out, get my software to work. And like I say, just literally got high-speed internet a couple of hours ago is when they get it turned on. So I'm just in here playing a bit and trying to get it figured out. I see you there, cowboy. Glad you're in here. So I'm taking it that that works. I'm under the assumption that everything is working. Let me know if you guys see any lag or anything like that in the stream or hear any kind of craziness in the audio. This is completely brand spanking new. So, cowboy, what do you want to talk about? Anything on your mind? Buy any new toys lately? Leave those down in the chat. I'd love to hear from you. What'd you get? Been out to the range lately? Just anything. Great, I appreciate it. See, that was one of the curiosities that I had. Basically, I just went with the basic package. I wasn't sure if that was going to be enough for streaming, but I'm sure if I do get some lag that you guys will let me know. And I'm hoping that we'll be able to get everything working as smoothly as we should. Now, there's a little bit of a delay that I do see between what is actually what you guys are seeing and then what I'm seeing. There is a little bit of a delay there, which I guess that is to be expected. But I'm going to try to do some live streams occasionally. I think we're going to try to figure out some kind of a schedule and try to come up with some different topics and things like that, and go from there. Get to go to the family range every week. That's good. That's a fun time. I'm able to literally go down on my property and shoot there, which you've seen my videos. You've seen basically where I shoot at. I've actually got a concealed carry class coming up here, I think next month. I'll have to look at the calendar. And we got some people coming out. Going to be learning to use their firearms. Hey, Terry, I see you. Good to hear from you. This was kind of an unannounced, just to fill you in. Basically, just less than a couple of hours ago, I got high-speed internet. Literally, and got everything set up. I just finished switching over everything as far as my TV, my security cameras, all that kind of fun stuff, and started playing with this and thought that I would try to do a live stream and just to see how it works. I think that this is something I'm going to try to do some more of, and that way we can just sit around and talk. And as I'd said before, one thing that I do notice, there is a little bit of lag between what you see and what I see. When I see your comments come up, you probably seen it. I don't know how long it's taken me to respond in the actual video or when you hear it, but there is a little bit of a lag. I do know that. So how's things up your way? I know, are you doing okay? I know you had a little bit of uh, issue a while back, a little bit of health stuff. I'm sure you're doing good now. I see a few more of you coming in. You are right, cowboy. Everyone should be packing and getting, and training. That's the big thing. Training, training, training. You've got to train. You've got to practice with your firearms. If you do not practice, you're not going to be good. I mean, that's a perishable skill. Get to the range and spend some time with your firearms. It is fun, at least it is for me. One thing I cannot do in a live stream is I cannot handle any firearms. YouTube will immediately kill the stream and all that kind of fun stuff. So I'm not going to be doing anything like that where we're touching anything because of that very fact. And I understand why they do that. And the reason that YouTube does that is simply because of some people that have done live streams that have done bad things. I'm not going to get into any of the details, but that's why YouTube does not allow you to touch certain things during live streams. And I get it. There's some things that they don't want to be out there on their platform, and people doing certain things that they shouldn't do, such as that. I get it. Good. Glad it's healing good. There was a guy that I worked with. He had to have something similar to what you did. It took him a little bit to get over it. And it took him a bit. I mean, he had to have a pretty extensive operation also. But he's doing well, back to work, doing his normal thing. So it's good that they can do stuff like that. If I was to take a guess between the time that I see your all's comments and when I respond on the video, you're probably seeing about a 15-second delay. That's just me rough counting it in my head, watching the comments here, and then watching the stream myself just to see how it does. So, you guys ready for the crazy civil war that everybody's been talking about? I know there's been a lot going on lately. I think it's a tragedy with what has happened. And I was just watching some news earlier today. There's been a lot more just absolute craziness going on. And I'm hoping that people can actually go back to remembering a little bit of decency. That's something that I think that we have lost in this day and age, especially. But as I mentioned earlier, I don't know how long I'll be on here. I'm just wanting to try it out for a bit. And we're going to just see. I'm just trying to watch some things over on screen to my right, and then I'm watching you guys here on the left. And again, this is a little bit new to me. I'm trying to get my software set up, playing around with a couple of settings, and all that kind of fun stuff. But what we need to do is come up with some topics. I'm going to come up with some topics of conversation, and we're going to do some live streams around those topics. So if you guys have any ideas or anything you want to talk about, leave that in the chat also. Even after this video or the live stream is over, I'm still going to be coming back, checking the comments, and we will be doing some stuff from there. Just trying to get some ideas, guys. Just trying to get some ideas. I don't want to bore you all too much. And all that kind of fun stuff. You see where they're a couple of places trying to ban Glocks. I thought that was pretty hilarious, and at the same time I think it's dangerous getting into just the legal nonsense that they're trying to do, and which ultimately I think that Glock could very well prevail in any kind of a lawsuit. But we know they've done stuff like this for other types of firearms, but the process is what takes so long. If you think about like the Heller case, about Washington, D.C., with all the stuff that happened there, it took, what was it, something like 40 years? I mean, it's literally a ridiculous amount of time before they got some of those laws overturned due to the Heller decision. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it too, Terry. We just got to get some topics. I'm wanting to do have some good chats, some good conversations with some of you guys. And, we'll see what we can come up with. But I'm just running stuff through my head right now. But as I was saying, like the Heller decision, where it took that many years, these politicians know that. And in many cases, what they do is they make the process the punishment. Just like what they've done, like in New York, some of these other places, New Jersey, as far as the process to be able to get a concealed carry license or anything like that, and then literally just to buy them in some places. It's nuts. If you look up some of the news surrounding those, it's nuts what they do. And they know it, but it would be nice if there was some way that they could just be shut down on some of the stuff, because they pass one law and it goes to the court system. It takes years to fight it in the court system. Once that one is struck down by the courts, then they pass another one with just a small change, and the process starts all over again. You got to go through the whole process again to get it to get those struck down. They do it continuously, and that is the kind of nonsense that needs to stop. I'm trying to see if I can tell how many of you folks are in here. I'm seeing just a couple. And seeing just a couple of you guys in here, but that's fine. I didn't expect there to be in just more than one or two. And just to try to give me a chance to figure some of this stuff out. I think that I've got my software working. Just looking around, trying to tell. And I think that it's about right. I think I've got it set up right. As long as I've got the audio and video set up, which I'm going to try to come up with a different way to kind of set things up here. There's 4 watching. Thanks, Terry. I am not able to see that anywhere on my end, or at least I'm not looking in the right place. So I'm sure there's somewhere that I can find that. Again, it's just I have got to figure it out myself. But that's something that I'll be doing. I'll be working on. Of course, I use the OBS Studio. I know that that's a free software for you guys out there that want to use it. It's what I use for some of my videos. If you see me sitting here in front of the camera, OBS Studio is what I typically use. Good, coming through loud and clear. Okay, yeah, now it says 3 watching. Yeah, I'm sure there's a way to figure it out. I have just got to get into the details and play around with the software. There's a lot in this software, guys. There's more in it than I use, a lot more. And again, it's free software. and you can get a ton of plugins. But as I was saying, I think that I'm going to try to do something a little bit better for what you see behind me, the background. I really don't know what yet. Definitely need a little bit better lighting. I've got a couple of spotlights and things like that, and I just kind of want to dress it up. It just looks dull. Probably going to do a few things differently. I just don't know what yet. I mean, I'm just kind of wanting to get it looking a little bit better, even for all of my videos, you know, when I do just standalone videos. But anyways, so far so good. And I think that what I want to do, and I don't know how this is going to work out, I'm going to try to stream here and Rumble at the same time. I'm going to try to actually do dual streaming, and I just got to figure out how to do that. Once I figure one of them out, then got to figure the other one out, and then got to try to figure out how to do both at the same time. I know it can be done. I've seen it done. I've just not done it myself. But, you know, we'll get there. But I am glad, I'll have to say, very glad to have high-speed streaming internet. I have waited for a good long while, and here we are. But guys, I figure that I'm going to jump off here. Thanks for jumping in for a few minutes. That way I know that this is working at least up to this point. And I am going to be doing some more stuff, trying to get some more things going, get some more things figured out with it. But guys, thanks for watching, and I appreciate you guys that are always here. You know, the ones that jumped in, y'all are always the ones. I see your comments, and that's one thing I'm going to talk about real quick. I know that I don't get to respond to all comments as quickly as I should. I try to get through them, but guys, it's a challenge at times. I try to respond to everybody personally. That way, you know, you can say that I've seen your comment. But it's a challenge. But if I had not responded, which I know I've not responded to everybody's comments, just give me time. I'll still try to work my way through and all that kind of fun stuff. Anyways, you as well, Terry. Have a blessed day. All of you have a blessed day. And just enjoy your afternoon. I'm going to be playing around with this for a bit and trying to do some other stuff. Then hopefully I'll make an announcement about a live chat in a future video. It'll probably be something short, quick. That way we'll have an idea. You'll have an idea of when I'm actually going to be going live. And we'll come up with some topics to talk about, some things to talk about in particular. But guys, I'm going to jump off here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for support, continued support.